me like.
Hey, what's going on, lads and lasses? I'm TheSilverSlasher, and welcome back to the Pokemon Sun Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we explored a lot of Howley City, got a couple encounters, definitely the most encounters of any episode so far, and we took on Team Skull, fought Ilima, and started going up Route 2, so we got quite a bit done in the last episode compared to the first couple, because Gen 7's opening is just insane, and there was much less dialogue to just skip through in the last one, so we did that, went to the Howley Cemetery. We're gonna fight the cemetery right now, and then we're gonna continue up Route 2, and see everything that it has to offer us in terms of battles and all that jazz. But before we really get into this episode too heavy, I have a non-question of the vid, because it's too complex to fit in the little box, question to ask you guys, and I'm gonna tap Rotom Dex. I don't know why he does this. Sometimes he says stuff, and then sometimes he'll go to the map. I really don't know why. I wish he would just go to the map every time. I kind of wish he would just shut up, but, you know, it's whatever, I guess. So, here's my thing. I went back, I was looking at the map, mostly because I wanted to make sure this was called Route 2. I was like, I'm pretty sure it is, but I should look at the map just to be sure. And then I realized the cemetery is listed as part of Route 2. And I floated back over here and said, the trainer school is listed as part of Route 1. So, what do I count as a new area, and what do I not? And here's the thing. So far, this actually doesn't matter, because our two encounters that have left us are the trainer school encounter and the cemetery encounter. So right now, we're fine. Right now, even if you guys decide that it's only the major routes that count as a new area, we'll be fine. But I need to know, do I count individual areas like the cemetery and the trainer school as new areas? Because they're pretty big. In other Pokemon games, they would probably be considered full areas, and a big part of them, the reason I stopped outside of here, is when you enter them, it brings up the green bar as if it's an entirely new area. So, what counts and what doesn't? That's basically what I'm going to be asking you to answer in the comment section today. And now I'm going to stop talking and actually play the game. I believe I put Rem up front, so she'll be getting some experience. And that should be pretty darn great. We got swimmers, Ikwe and Ikwe. You know, that's interesting. I now believe that your names are not actually random. I thought that was a shiny for a second, but it's not. I thought your names were random, but it appears that they probably aren't, because that is definitely Ikue in the normal game. If you want a little fun fact for you, that's the name of the voice actress for... Now I'm second guessing myself. Is it Pikachu or Eevee? It's Pikachu. Yeah, definitely. It's Pikachu. I'm being dumb. Yeah, that is the long-running voice actress for Pikachu. And she has a Pikachu in this game, and I believe, unless it's somehow randomized, which I don't think it will be, she will say, like, Pika Pika or something when we beat her here. And, yeah, that's just a cool little fun fact, and it's interesting that it didn't change, yeah, she says, Pika, it changed your 3D model, it changed your type, and it even made it look like you were a double battle, but you were the same name. I, did not notice that, because none of the other trainers are, like, as memorable in terms of their name as Ikue is. Also, we get another TM, what is this? A TM100 Vacuum Wave. I don't know what it is normally, but we will see what, who can learn it. Everyone can learn it. Okay, I mean, oh, and I forgot this is a special move. You know, like, do you want this, Rem? Like, yeah, get rid of Helping Hand. I'm not gonna use that. Go and get rid of that. Might as well, you know, and then, do either... Hold on, let me see what moves, Yorvis and Frenda have. Also, I didn't even, like... I've gotten so used to, Okay, let me just put it this way. None of my names so far really have a gendered name, because I'm just typing nonsense. But Frenda, I realize, does sound like Brenda, and I was not mistaking it for a female. Although I haven't been paying attention to it, because I just got off a Red 721. So the people were like, you do know that it was a male, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess I just didn't think about it. Like, I guess I didn't realize it, but it doesn't matter. So I could get rid of Water Gun here, is what I'm looking at. And on Frenda, I could get rid of Howl. Like, it's not exactly useful. I would say Vacuum Wave is certainly a more useful move than those. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be on everyone, but, like, I don't know, let me consider this. What is fighting good against? It's good against steel, which fire is already good against. Good against rock, which friend I won't want to fight. Yeah, actually, you know, I don't know if I really need to teach you this. Like, it actually feels kind of unnecessary, so I think I'm just gonna move along. Like, although, teaching it to Yorvis would not be the worst idea, so I think I'll do that. Because I realized it's also good against, oh no, that doesn't really make sense either. Yeah, I'll teach it over Water Gun, because, you are, like, well, I guess my logic didn't make sense in any situation here, but I really tried to make it work. So, I was like, well, water resists steel, so if we come up against a steel type, I've got a sick vacuum wave for it, you know? Yorvis becomes a legitimate counter to it. But then I was like, oh, but Rem is kind of the exact same way, so it doesn't really work. And, you know what? Let's go for a vacuum wave on this lad. I probably won't one-shot you. Never mind, it did. Nice. I was like, it is 4 times effective, but it is not stab. And, you know, it's not stab and it's 40 power, so didn't have the highest hopes. Hello. Also, it's kind of interesting, this guy, his screen darkening is like thing happened on the other side of the hedge maze. That actually seems like... That's not a hedge maze, wait, that's just how they did cemeteries. I gotta maybe put that out there. But, like, it was weird. Like, it almost seems like they didn't program that right. Because you wouldn't think that would be able to happen, unless you can challenge him over that wall, and I just didn't notice. Unless that hedge wall doesn't actually really matter for the challenge. I don't know. I really wish, I really wish Frenda had a psychic move already. That'd be really nice, even if it was just like confusion. That would be very useful to fight Hitmonchan. Dude, I love Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan, like, every time I think about him, I'm reminded why... This is an interesting statement, because it's a Gen 1 Pokemon. Every time I look at Hitmonchan, I'm reminded why Gen 1, or Gen 4 is the best. And I'm messing up my words, missing my entire point. When I look at Hitmonchan, I think of the elemental punches, and I think about how they were unusable on him until Gen 4, because of the physical special split. You know, I think about the fact that, like, he becomes so much better as soon as you factor in the fact that all the punches are physical. You know, if I was playing through Fire Red and Leaf Green, I would basically never consider using him again. Like, I did when I was younger, but that's because I didn't really get it. I didn't care about that kind of thing. But, like, nowadays, I would always pick Hitmonlee if I wanted to use one of the two. But, like, it's like after when I played Let's Go Pikachu, I was like, sick, I'm gonna get to play Gen 1 and have a Hitmonchan, and he'll actually be great. Like, it was really exciting. And, you know, Slacking, you're kind of scary. I'm going to assume Yorvis has significantly more defense. Oh my god, 16. Yeah, Yorvis has significantly more defense than the rest of the party is what I was getting at. Yeah, Rem definitely can't take hits. So you could be very scary here, Slacking, and the yawn is incredibly annoying. That is incredibly annoying. I'm gonna supersonic you. Hopefully it lands. Of course not. Well then, maybe I should have tried to prevent this. I don't know. Also, I don't know if Vacuum Wave or Water Pulse will be better. Well, I guess we can just math it, can't we? This will be a 90 and this will be 60. Okay, yeah, so it'll be way, way better to use Water Pulse. I'll just go for Water Pulse. Oh, I just realized we have a move with a chance of confusing now, too. Not just, you know, Supersonic might as well be a chance of confusing, too, because it's so low accuracy. Does Encore seriously work while I'm asleep? That's really dumb. That's really silly. I don't understand. Like, I'm not awake to understand your applause and your cheers. My question is, if I don't move because I'm asleep, does it continue? It does. Wow, that's really bizarre and very dumb. And he just avoids it again. Okay. Scratch. Not too bad. I was like, Slacking hits very hard. You can still only use Supersonic. How long does this last? Is it 5 turns? Like, it's been a long time. Unless the sleep turns don't count towards the overall thing. But that would be silly. The Encore ended. Okay, thank you. I'm going to Water Pulse you and see how much it does. I'm going to assume a reasonable amount. Like, maybe half. Okay, even over half. Good. That's what I like to see, Yorvis. And you can yawn me all you want. I think this is your only Pokemon, so I should be able to just go for a clean Water Pulse and say goodbye to the Slack. And I don't believe yawn will put me to sleep if I've delivered the finishing blow of the battle. I believe I will now... Yes, it just ends. I'll try to hold back my tears. Okay. I mean, you certainly, I'm sure, did not expect to lose, considering you're bringing a freaking slacking. You know what's funny? I was like, maybe don't say anything that could be misconstrued as mean about their, like, burial thing. Is it maybe insensitive in general that people stand around at graves in a cemetery in Pokemon World and just battle? They just stand around tossing a Pokeball up and down, ready to battle. Like, I don't know. But, I don't remember, do we go in here, or... No, you're just around back. I mean, no, doesn't something happen in here? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't know, hey. It's good for kids to experience their own journeys, but running away without even word to your parents is another thing entirely. I tried to set that boy of mine straight, but when I did, I was the one who got beat. Okay. Whatever you say, sir. Actually, the kid doesn't have something in his bedroom, does it? Why does that sound familiar? Alright, there's absolutely nothing in there, so no more wasting the time. It's funny, the beach that was added to, like, all the beaches on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they add so much to their routes, and it feels like so empty here without it. It's like, what the heck? Why is this like a cliff? You guys really, there needs to be something there, like, I don't know. I think one of the reasons I usually say I like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon more, is that I just, like, this is like some anime crap, like, the door that is clearly supposed to be opened versus the one that they just didn't bother with. Like, that's silly. But it's like, I don't know, I like just the small things they did. I like the beaches and how, like, they felt more colorful. Nest balls, okay, I'll take those. The games felt more colorful, and, you know, that opening part is, like, got so much more, like, foliage and stuff. And it just, I don't know, it just feels nicer. And I love all the little side quest stuff. You know, whoa, what was that? What was that? Who saw me? Or who thought they saw me? We're doing our best here. Ooh, I can probably buy some... oh yeah, I don't know why they did this. I remember that suddenly, and I was like, that's so silly. I don't know why I really don't understand. Dude, can I just say... well, maybe I should... Oh, I gotta fight this guy. Okay, that's fine. He's got, like, Team Aether, or Aether Foundation music. I was like, that's some serious I saw you music. But, what was I gonna say? Dude, I am, like, screwed up right now. So, like I've been saying, no Sword and Shield spoilers in here, but, there was a live stream for Sword and Shield, and, I wanted to make sure I was there and didn't miss it, so I maybe a little bit stayed up for 33 hours straight without sleeping. And, you know, that was certainly not a good idea, and I shouldn't have, but, like... The thing I'm getting at here is something weird happened. During the week, I tend to sleep for 10 hours. I did not mean to use Flame Charge. I meant to use Ember. Now I might get Poison Pointed, and I'm going to be very upset if it happens. I got my speed. Okay, cool, no Poison Point. Good. I was like, that was just me pressing A too fast, so if I get punished, I'm going to be upset. But it's fine, because let's shoot a little fireball at you. See you, Nidoran. Nidoran. I haven't used, like, a Nidoran female. Like, ever. I very rarely use Nido Queen. If I ever use a Nido, it's always Nido King. I don't really know why. I guess I just prefer the purple color to the light blue. Hey, Delibird. As I was saying, I stayed up for a very long time, and, yeah, it wants to... You want me to follow it to the berry fields? Okay. So, during the week, I always sleep for 10 hours. It's like an unwritten rule of my life. Even if I, like... That's just how I work. If I'm not up for 14 hours, I can't fall asleep, and if I don't sleep for 10, I don't feel rested. And yet, after staying up for 33 hours, I slept 8 hours. And I immediately knew something was wrong. And even, I tried to go back to sleep. I tried to, and it would not happen. And I was like, this is weird, but I guess that's just how it's gonna be. And I was tired all day. And then, I slept last night for 8 hours. And I was like, what is happening? And I felt tired all day today. So I think I've ruined myself in some way, and I don't know what to do about it. Anyway, taking berries off your hands, that's just the start of our plans, yo. Let's get figgy with it. Watch while I nab me some berries. See, that dialogue's great. I'll share my berries for free with any Pokemon, but you'll not have a single one for me. So what, I'm lower than a Pokemon? I already got self-esteem issues, man. See, this is the scene where I was like, uh-oh, we have a serious problem. Like... what I wanted to be the most threatening evil team is officially a joke. Like, this guy's not even like, please don't steal my berries. He's literally like, no, I'm not gonna give them to you. Like, he's not stressing even slightly. And then the whole, I got self-esteem issues, I was like, alright, here we go. What are you looking at, huh? Huh? Hold up, you're You got a bone to pick with us, homie? You and Cat may have beat us at the marina, but we won't have to be so lucky if we get serious, yo. I appreciate your concern, child, but these Team Skull punks do nothing but act big and talk small. Or talk big and act small. That'd actually be pretty threatening if they did the other one. You carry on with your island challenge. Don't give them a moment's notice. Yo, we're standing right here. At least act like we're a bit afraid or something, you know? That was me. That was me talking to the game when the evil team was in front of him. He was like, whatever. Yo, you're trying to run away? We're gonna have to battle and take your Pokemon from you. Yo, check out how hard-headed Team Skull Grunts can be. Wow, okay. Look at that. And if there's no better thing to illustrate how I feel about Team Skull, here it is. Let's battle. Here comes Team Skull. Preschooler. Yeah, I was definitely disappointed. It's funny because when I went back and made that Team Skull edition of my top 5 evil teams, I felt like I gave him a bit of a break. I was like, they aren't as bad as I thought, you know? They're not that terrible. But man, I don't know. It's so like, I don't even know how I feel about it. It's very strange. Pound? It's fine, no problem. That did a remarkable amount of damage considering it is a non-stab, non-super effective move coming from a Wailord. And it's a physical attack coming from a Wailord, just to add insult to injury. But thanks to that paralysis, Rem is going to take you out without taking too much damage, and that's exactly what we want to see. Look at Rem just wiggling back and forth, so cute. I love Plusle and Minun. When I first played Gen 3 back in the day, I was a really big fan of Plusle and Minun. In fact, I may or may not own multiple plushes of Plusle and Minun. I really can't remember. I think I own a lot of Gen 3 plushes, honestly. That was like when I was at my plush phase, was Gen 3, I think. Like, you guys can't see, there's like a wall. Like, not a wall of plushes. A wall of plushes. It does not even close to take up the whole wall. I use the word wall to describe the fact that they're stacked up, and I realize that makes it sound like there's a lot more than there are. Oh yeah, let's do it. Verdant Cavern is pretty close by anyway. And you better listen to what my boy says and drill it into that thick skull of yours. For real, you better not forget, numbskull. So you can also see here, if I pull up the webcam, I got all the evolutions lined up. And I put those Halloween and Santa Pikachus there just to have them somewhere, and then I just kind of never moved them. So there's also you can see Fennekin and the top of Chespin there. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like ducking. I just gotta lean. Got my boy Bishop. I don't know. I love plushes. Anyway, you and that Minun were great. Allow me to thank you for driving off those Team Skull numbskulls. It annoys me that they say Team Skull numbskulls. Just say numbskulls. Like, I get what you mean. Like, and they say it too many times too. Orange berries can restore some of a Pokemon's HP for them. You can feed a berry to a Pokemon or let one hold a berry, and they'll eat it when they need it. Eat it when they need it. If you're ever looking for more berries, you won't have to look very hard. Ha ha ha. Berries grow like weeds here in Alola, so be sure to pick up any you find. Okay, this is another thing, like, we should be able to just pick them up and they'll be fine. I want to see it, I want to say I've seen people, count, because you can get Pokemon from clicking on the berries in this game. I want to say I've seen people count all berry piles as one encounter. So, you know, you get one, because it's kind of like a static encounter. I don't know if we even need to. You know, I'm not, like, dying for more encounters, although they would be kind of nice. So, I don't know, that's just like a random rule that I think I've seen people do before, so I figured I would mention that it was a thing. But, yeah, I don't really know how to handle those static, not static encounters, because it's like, it's not sitting there and then you talk to it and it attacks. It's, you know, it basically comes out of nowhere, but I don't know. I don't know, whatever. Hello! Why are you facing that way? It almost seems like you're facing the wrong way. I was just kind of like, huh. Alola, what do you think? I'm pretty good at greetings, huh? I'm also great at Pokemon battles. Dude, it's so hard to not talk about Sword and Shield in these series. It's like, it just kills me. Like, I'm not going to do it, but like, I don't know. The latest announcement was a great one. Even if it was not done in the best way, it was a great announcement, and I think people are pretty psyched for it, me included. That's all I'm going to say about it. Go, Frenda. Get out there and fight this glorious Ninetales. Get out there and battle it. Dude, like, I don't know. We don't know even close, unless Sword and Shield decides that it's going to have 20 new Pokemon in total. We don't know we don't even slightly close to how many are going to be in the game. They have been very, like, conservative and safe with what they've revealed so far, and I'm kind of hoping it stays that way. You know, like, it feels like we know remarkably little about the games, considering they come out in like just over a month. So, dude, I'm in a state right now where I'm like, honestly, just release them now. Like, just don't even do anything more. Like, it's gonna be really weird to play a Pokemon game knowing so little about it again, but I'm completely okay with that. I've started to realize, like, maybe part of the reason Sun and Moon was not so interesting was because of how much leaked out. Like, I don't know if there was a single Pokemon that I didn't know about going into Sun and Moon. I mean, there might have been, like, one. The one that comes to mind when I think about this, because I was thinking about this the other day, I was like, I made some tweets about how I desperately don't want, was that a Pokeball there? How do I get that? What? Like, oh, whatever. Whatever, I guess. But yeah, I made some tweets about how desperately I don't want Sword and Shield to leak out. And, like, it was just it had me thinking about the way Sun and Moon were leaked so hard. And it was just like, I tried to not see the leaks, you know, but it's like inevitable, man. It's like, there was basically no way for me to avoid them, I don't think. They leaked so early, so long before the games actually came out, that I was just like, yeah, I just have to look at them. Like, I am bound to see people tweeting them. Yeah, that's mostly what happened, is I kind of saw people tweeting them on Twitter, and I was like, oh god damn, I'm getting spoiled like crazy. And then I was just like, well, I guess it's kind of too late now, so we'll just deal with it, you know? I guess I'll just see the spoilers now. But the only Pokemon that I'm not sure was spoiled for me was I'm forgetting its name now. God dang it. Delmise. That's its name. I don't know why I could not remember its dang name. Delmise, I think, may be the only one that did not leak for me beforehand. But then since they made it so freaking impossible to find, I had to look it up. You know, I found out about it through the internet anyways, because it's so freaking impossible to come across. I can't even tell what's going on. The trees are blocking. But yeah, so that was a big bummer. I would love if they could manage to hold on Sword and Shield review copies till like the last like couple days before it comes out. Like, there's no way they will, but you know, give people like 3 days. I can stay off of Twitter for like 2 days while everything's leaking out, and then play the game completely blind. That would be phenomenal. I would absolutely love that, because you can't stop people from tweeting about that stuff, and apparently you can't stop people from talking about it, because I did not know about Cosmog and Cosmoem. I saw them on Twitter, but I was like, I don't know what they are, so I'm not gonna look any further. And I was in, I think, like a Skype or a Discord call, and someone said, oh yeah, those guys, they evolve into legendaries. And I was just like, okay. You know, I just pretended I didn't hear it, but I knew I did. Your Pokemon doing all right? Yeah, I'm doing great. Well, I know my team's seen better days, that's for sure. Well, let's go into the Pokemon Center. Come on, Slasher, let's stop by the PMC. It makes me irrationally upset that he says PMC. I don't know why. It's like, just shut up. Just don't say that. You know that Verdant Cavern place, right? I guess it's kind of like sacred to Tapu Koko. You aren't even allowed to go into it unless you're on your island challenge. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I have something pretty amazing to share with you, Slasher, you lucky thing. Wow, that's useless. I'll be sure to use them never. Nope, they're not solid items to have, because I'm Nuzlocking, dude. The two clerks at the counter even saw different things from one another. Is this a significant shop in some way? I don't think they sell TMs this early, but I want to say he sells something kind of good. Like, maybe it's Dusk Ball or something? Because they don't sell Quick Ball yet. I remember that being a thing. But what do you sell? I remember you selling something kind of good. What is it? Oh. That's weird. Well, you do sell Super Potions, which is nice. I already have 4? Gosh. Like, I mean, and we got some Nest Balls. I guess I can get, like... Why are the Nest Balls so expensive? It's kind of weird. I guess all the specialty Pokeballs are 1,000, but... I always forget, is it Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon where they changed the X items to give +2? I think it's just Gen 7 in general, but it wouldn't shock me if it was Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because god do they want you to use one against Ultra Necrozma. I honestly, if I ever do a Nuzlocke of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I may legitimately just say Ultra Necrozma doesn't count towards the Nuzlocke, because it's so stupid. That fight is just... That's not how you make Pokemon harder. Like, let's do this real quick. Greetings, Captain Alima here, and my trial begins mere steps from here in Verdant Cavern. Note that the Pokemon living within Verdant Cavern are quite fierce. I wouldn't venture in unless you're prepared, you've prepared some potions and so forth.
Through attempting the trials during the island challenge, one can exceed his or her own limits. That is what the Alolan people believe. Once you enter Verdant Cavern, you will not be able to leave until you've completed the trial. Are you prepared for the trial?
I guess I am.
I'll be waiting for you.
Say, you don't actually pull me in, so I'm going to double check that we've got, like, some good potions and stuff. We only have 5. I should actually probably buy more. I should probably buy some more. But, yeah, I mean, people ask for Pokemon to be harder. Like, they want more difficult Pokemon games. It's very clear. And yet, I absolutely cannot vouch for how they did it in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. At least in the sense of Ultra Necrozma. That is just stupid. Like, that fight is literally like, if you don't have a Steel type, you lose. Like, I'm sure there are some ways you can cheese it without Steel types, but you're gonna need a bunch of X items. Hell, in my Ultra Moon playthrough, I brought X items and a Steel type, and I still felt like I was like struggling. I still felt like if he crits me, I just lose. You know, if he crits me, I'm just gonna have to revive my Steel type. Like, it's just so silly. Although, I've only to this day fought Ultra Necrozma once, and it was in that Ultra Moon Let's Play. And boy, that was one of the greatest catharsis feelings of my life. Like, that fight, or at least the outcome of that fight, the way it ends, was so amazing. Anyway, let me formally welcome you to Verdant Cavern. I am your captain, Ilima. Allow me to explain the basics of my trial. What you should attempt to do is catch that young goose. He'll start gnawing at your feet, but that's your chance to reach down and grab him. Oh, look at young goose. He's adorable.
Defeat 3 of the Pokemon that lurk here in the dens.
It's funny, like,
then reach the pedestal deep within the cave and collect the Z Crystal there. You'll need to be completely in sync with your Pokemon to succeed.
I haven't seen this version of the trial in like 3 years, because I've played Sun, then Moon, Ultra Moon, and now I'm finally back to Sun, so I saw the Rattata one twice.
And there's one more thing I forgot to mention.
Yes?
Many strong Pokemon make their home in this cave, but one stronger and more fearsome than all the rest, known as the Totem Pokemon, also resides here. It'll be the greatest obstacle you face if you're able to clear the trial. By the way, until you clear the trial, you'll not be able to catch Pokemon in Verdant Cavern. This is but one of the 7 trials you will face during your island challenge.
Okay.
And it begins, the trial of Captain Ilima.
Boom, trials start. I forgot that you can't catch things until you're done, which is really dumb and annoying. Because can't they still show up? Isn't it something silly like that? I don't remember. Yes, I'll look inside this small den. No me! There's a no me in here. My Hero Academia Season 4 starts right now with Scatterbug. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised you're randomized. I mean, I'm glad it worked. I definitely want you to be randomized. I just really didn't expect it to work, I guess. What level are you? 11? Wow, that's pretty high, honestly. That is honestly pretty high level. I mean, but you're a Scatterbug. This is, he's like, how dare you not pick me as the starter? I will defeat you. Oh, God. Oh, that did not do as much as I wanted it to. But I mean, as long as you're gonna Stun Spore me, I guess it's fine. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to two-shot you. The problem is that we're using a physical attack. Like, let's just be honest. If I was using Thunder Shock, even just Shock, you would be done. Because, I don't know, Spark? They just need to add more moves. Can I be honest with you guys? I think the Pokemon just needs more moves. Like, they seem so hesitant to add moves nowadays. Like, there were definitely more added to Sun and Moon than I think there were added to X and Y. But, like, I mean, it's still not that many. I mean, seriously. When I think about Pokemon, that was weird. It was like the music, like, lingered longer than it was supposed to. That felt wrong. Anyway, let me try to list moves that were added in Gen 7. Smart Strike. That's it. I mean, what else was added? It was like Smart Strike and then all the, like, the legendary exclusive moves and stuff like that. Like, there were not too many new moves. And, it's just kind of a bummer. Especially since, like, there were some types that I just feel like need it. Like, I didn't even know you got Moody. Okay. That's very interesting. I did not know you learned that as an ability, I guess. But, sure. Whatever you say, Snowrot. And, now I'm zoning out a bit. But yeah, like, why isn't there a 40 power special rock move? You know, why don't we have a 100 power special rock move? You know, like, I especially want moves like that kind of go against the type that they are. Oh boy. That's kind of insane. Nobody can learn it. I should have figured. I don't know what it is normally, but that is kind of insane. If we get someone who can learn that, that is extremely good. That is, you may not know this, that's an extremely good move. Even though it's inaccurate as all heck, that is a good move. And, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that, if I'm honest with you. I think that went pretty darn well. But yeah, I just, we need more physical fire moves. We need more physical psychic moves, more special ground moves. Like, I don't see why not. I don't know if we were... I always forget how this part works. Like, I want to say you're actually here. No, there's nothing inside. Okay. I was like, I can never remember how this whole situation works, but I think I was supposed to just go left after I crawled through the spot and talked to the thing. I think that was what I was supposed to do, but I overthought it, as I do many things. I got another X defense. That is pretty good. Also, I didn't mention this, but did you guys notice? Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. Did you guys notice that that the X defense and X special defense are more expensive than all the other X items? I don't really know why that is. I guess they just feel like those can cheese the game more than really? I was supposed to do it that way? Okay. I guess they figure those items can just cheese the game more than oh yeah, Team Skull's gotta show up, I forget. More than the other X items, but I don't even really agree. Like, X speed? That's kind of insane. Or X special attack and attack? Like, they're all really good. I don't really understand why they did it that way, but whatever. It's Berry Thief Boys back again. Remember us? Sure I do. Well, even though we look identical, that's pretty impressive, actually. I wish I remembered you more, Team Skull. Who cares about that anyway? I'm here to mess her trial up, yo. Oh yeah, that's right. Yo, let's go get that Pokemon, homie. What's up, bro? It looks like... It'd be funny if he just, like, decked you. He's just like, we're done. Get out of here. Your trial's ruined. Because it looks like he's gonna. It looks like he's gonna plow right through you. And that's what we should all imagine when we see Team Skull. Swimmer Grunt. Heck yeah. You got a Golbat. Okay. Do I have to worry about using Rem against you? Golbat is somewhat spooky. But then again, what are you going to have that's strong that isn't flying type? I feel like if you have anything powerful, it's going to be flying type, so we should just go for the Spark. Just let Rem do her thing, or do his thing, sorry, and get that big ol' Spark damage. Get all that XP. Oh, and if you couldn't tell, the XP share is off in this episode. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not going to say that at the start of every episode, because from now on, Friday episodes only. And if we get over-leveled, then no episodes. And if we get way under-leveled, maybe all episodes. I don't know. We'll just... Basically, I think I'll just do Fridays, and then we'll just, adjust it as we need. For real, though, I can't get my skull around it. This kid's mad strong, yo. Dokuro. No, I didn't even like that. This kid is straight something. I hit the A button too fast. I don't know, man. Isn't this whole place trouble? Yeah, it totally is, homie. I mean, that thing is so strong the regular Pokemon don't even want to come out in battle. And they're out of here. They get a little, like, Looney Tunes as they run away. Yo, kid, there's a mad strong Pokemon lurking back here somewhere, right? I'd run if I were you. Okay, why did they run away? And then it does a Looney Tunes thing, and now they're back to talking to me in the same spot. Also, that grunt in the background, he's, like, not really standing on the ground. His foot is kind of going over the edge of the walkway a little bit. I don't know if that's intentional, but it just kind of looks wrong. I don't know. No, we're not going out like that. We gotta get our revenge. Go stand over that den and catch that skulking young goose, yo. For real? Fine, I got no bones to pick with you. Whatever you say, Team Skull. Alright, so now I believe Young Goose is in whichever one they're not blocking, and that is this one. And I kind of like that it's this one just because it sort of implies that Team Skull is too lazy to crawl through the little space. Like, they just do not want to. Buzz off! It's so weird when they make them kind of say real words. Like, that definitely, I think, was supposed to be buzz off. But it's buzz off! It's like a New Yorker Young Goose telling me to go away. I really like the music in this game. Go throw Yorvis. Rapidash is a cool Pokemon. I have been thinking because I'm probably going to go back and play Let's Go Eevee pretty soon. Maybe not pretty soon, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know. The thing that makes those games hard to replay is just the dang controls. I'm just not looking forward to holding the Pokeball Plus for that long again. I guess I could do a Joy-Con, but I don't know. I feel like I got the Pokeball Plus, you know, it's sitting there. I kind of want to use it because I spent like $50 on it, so it's like, oh gosh. And yeah, it's just not very comfortable, but I've been thinking if I replay it soon, I'm going to use Rapidash. Because Rapidash is a cool Pokemon. I very much enjoy it, and I just don't know that I've ever used it. The problem is... Oh, yeah, well, there's the problem. I guess, you know, I want to save the trial for the next episode, because it's going to go long otherwise, and it'll be a nice, like, way to cliffhang you for the next episode. But the thing about Ponyta is, for some reason, they botched its moveset 1,000,000,000%. Let's Go Eevee. I don't know if they were just trying to be more faithful to original Red and Blue or whatever, original Yellow, you know, whatever. The same thing. But, like, you look at its level up moveset in Sun and Moon, and it's like Flame Charge, Flame Wheel. Like, you get these physical fire moves that it would like to use, and that's perfect. It gets, like, Flare Blitz. And then you go look at Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and it's like, I get Ember, and then I get, like, Fire Blast. And that's it. I don't get, like, anything else. It's like, well, then how am I gonna use you? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'll use Magmar instead. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. The problem is, I want to use Pokemon I've never used before in that playthrough, but a lot of the Pokemon I've never used before, you have to go really out of your way to get to, so it's gonna be a whole thing. I'm sure I'll figure it out, though. So, either way, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy this one enough to give it a like and share it, I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you want more awesome Pokemon content, subscribing would help us both out. We'll take on that trial in the next episode, and, hopefully it's nothing too scary, because we have a pretty good team, but you never know. You never know when the game is going to put Dialga back there, and I'm not going to know what to do. This has been TheSilverSlasher, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.